Hey guys, Fozzie here, and welcome to another edition of Fozzie at Home. So, what you are seeing here is a bunch of movies that are classed as copycat movies. A copycat movie is like, in case you haven't told, is like usually when one movie is said to be inspired by another movie, it takes its inspiration from it. Sorry I can't get digital ones with sad, but I have editing issues, so I put these ones on. Well, so as you can see, most of these ones on here, I think, if you could watch them, there's always a better one. However, back in 1998, there were actually a couple of movies, I think, that were similar to each other that made this mistake, but both of them were actually pretty good and really in their own way had a uniqueness about them. And I thought I'd go over them, I think, real quick. So today I'm going to review The Truman Show and Ed TV. Okay, I'm going to review the more well-known one first. The Truman Show, starring Jim Carrey as Truman Burbank, is a movie. For those of you who haven't seen it, you gotta go out and see it. It's great. It's like Truman is like this kid who is like, well, when he's a baby, bought by a network executive, right? And then his whole life is really just a TV show. Like the town where he lives is a movie set. The people, his neighbors and family and friends, all the actors, his job or other people do see him there. And this is being watched 24/7. Um, the whole idea he has no idea what's going on. It's also like a really good. It's throughout all Truman wants to do though is go see the world, but they're at the studio are not going to let this happen. So, so, but Truman is determined to one day go see the world. He also falls in love with this girl who he's not supposed to fall in love with, and she tries to tell him it's all TV show, so then he starts getting wise and notices everything around here changing, here that keeps being the same every day. And so every time he tries to escape, something goes good. And what's good is how probably in real life it was an actual town they went to, but the explanation in the movie about how they made a studio big enough for this to happen is like, it's really good and I really enjoy it. And now, this is not actually a comedy. It's actually a drama, but you really wouldn't even know it. Jim Carrey does a good job at, my hat fell off, sorry, at being emotional in here, and, he also, but at the same time, there's a silliness of it. Now, I didn't see this movie when it came out, or even really see it until a few years ago, but I'll never forget the billboards in LA being up of it, as I grew up, I wondered how I missed it. Well, this movie did so good, somebody decided to make a comedy movie, I'm assuming based on it. Only, this one was a little different. This movie is called Ed TV. Matthew McConaughey plays Ed. Now, actually, his brother Billy, is that the brother's name? We'll just call him Billy because it's been a while since I've seen a movie. His brother Billy, played by Woody Harrelson, wants to actually enter the contest, but they choose Ed instead. What is it with them always choosing Matthew McConaughey over the people who deserve it? Well, anyway, so after so anyway, they enter a contest that make your whole life a TV show and follow around with your camera. And at first Ed likes it, but then after a while he gets tired of it, and it really leads him into all kinds of situations, like his his girlfriend, I think, is starting to argue with him, and he wants off, but he can't get off because he signed a contract. So then he comes up with a guaranteed way to work. It's really good, and the supporting cast is great. Shannon Elizabeth, Martin Landau, Ellen DeGeneres, Elizabeth Hurley. Oh man, it is a good thing to do. Now, so this movie is very is though this movie, while it has a similar premise, really isn't the same thing as Truman Show. That was a man who had no idea he was even on TV for his whole life. This is about a man, however, who who entered a contest, I think. Really, would we call? I mean, I agree. It's a mad world, and Rat Race are both good movies, and they're both about racing for a fortune. But I wouldn't call Rat Race a copycat movie. I mean, these were both movies, I think, that just had really unique ideas and put their own spin on things, and I think that's good. TV is naturally a comedy, and Truman so works as a drama. So if I recommend you seeing both of these movies. So what I'd recommend more, well, I'd recommend maybe Truman Show a little bit more, just because it shows like Jim Carrey still can entertain you, but shows his emotional role at the same time. Where NTV kind of has like good actors and comedians all the time. So thank you guys. You have a good day.